Clark County Today is presented by Connell Real Estate. Hire an agent, get a team. Learn more by visiting connellrealestate.com.
Well, happy Friday, everyone. I'm Chris Brown. For the second time this week, someone had to be rescued from the upper floor of a burning home. This time it was in a duplex in the 3600 block of Olive Street in the Lincoln neighborhood. Vancouver fire crews were dispatched there just after 9 o'clock and found heavy fire and smoke coming from the upstairs of a pair of duplexes. They also witnessed a boyfriend lowering his girlfriend from the balcony of their second-level residence. The firefighters witnessed the rescue as they arrived and then quickly got a ladder to help the boyfriend climb down to safety. The fire started between two duplexes, spreading to both homes and getting up into the attic of one of them. It took a total of 40 firefighters from Vancouver Fire Rescue and Clark County Fire District 6 to get that fire under control. The cause is still being investigated by the Vancouver Fire Marshal's office. Well, Clark County's death toll from COVID-19 hit 40 today, with the death of a woman in her 70s, reportedly with no underlying health conditions. The county also added 22 new cases today, bringing the outbreak total to 1,778. 20 people are currently in area hospitals with a confirmed case. 10 are hospitalized awaiting results. Well, how are parents and educators feeling about the likelihood that schools will be fully online to start this fall? Some are relieved, others are disappointed, and some are angry, but a lot of parents are simply hoping things go better this time around than they did to end the last school year. Districts are promising Distance Learning 2.0 will include more structure, clearer instructions, and more training for teachers and parents about expectations and goals. A survey done by Vancouver Public Schools showed 60% of parents and 77% of district employees felt uncomfortable with the idea of in-person instruction, significantly more than in another survey 5 weeks ago. Just over 70% of teachers said they feel comfortable or very comfortable that fully remote learning will be much improved to begin this year. Now, while all 8 of the school districts fully in Clark County are planning for online instruction to start the new school year, Woodland School District is still weighing its options. And while they do that, officials say they're taking the opportunity to reintroduce the district's 2 existing alternative and remote learning programs, which are available free to all Woodland students. Those options are the Lewis River Academy for students in grades K through 8 and Team High School for students in grades 9 through 12. District has put plans in place to provide staffing and support as necessary should the enrollment in those 2 programs increase this fall. If your family lives in a surrounding school district and not Woodland, parents are reminded that any interested student can enroll in the Lewis River Academy or Team High School programs by applying for a choice transfer boundary exception. For more details about the 2 programs, see our full story at clarkcountytoday.com. Well, 2 complaints filed with the state's Public Disclosure Commission by Eric Temple, president of the Portland-Vancouver Junction Railroad, have been dismissed. Temple had accused Clark County Councilor John Blum of threatening him through an associate over a donation made to the county political party, most of which went to the campaign of Blum's Republican challenger, Karen Bowerman. Blum has repeatedly denied that any threat was made. Temple also accused Senator Ann Rivers of essentially issuing a quid pro quo if he would steer the rest of his company's contribution to her campaign. The PDC didn't take up the complaint, ruling that state law only prohibits elected officials from threats aimed at government employees or contractors. The law, they ruled, doesn't prohibit threats over campaign contributions aimed at regular citizens. Now, both Blum and Rivers have said that Temple's allegations are without base. Well, going on right now, the Clark County Council is kicking off the first of 3 listening sessions aimed at exploring the topic of systemic racism and its impacts. Tonight, the council will hear from representatives of the Clark County YWCA, the Vancouver chapter of the NAACP, Southwest Washington League of United Latin American Citizens, as well as the Clark County Volunteer Lawyers Program. Tonight's session started at 6 and is scheduled to last for 2 hours. Now, tonight's session is open to the public. A second listening session for community members will be held Wednesday, August 12th, also from 6 to 8 p.m. It will be recorded and part of the public record. The final session on Wednesday, August 26th will not be recorded. A summary without identifying details will be provided afterward for the public record. If you'd like to register to speak at sessions 2 or 3, go to our full story at clarkcountytoday.com to find out how to do so. Well, you might remember him describing the sandwich story from Disneyland. Todd Spike is more than a storyteller, though. He's been an instrumental part of the success of Union Boys basketball as an assistant coach. Well, here's Paul Valencia with an update on Todd, who's making a major change in his coaching career.
Good evening. Hey, big news from Union High School. No, a head coach is not leaving, but the godfather of Union boys basketball is stepping away from the program. Assistant coach Todd Spike has been there since the inception of Union boys basketball. 7 state trophies, 1 state championship. He was there for every game. Now he wants to go watch his daughters play basketball. He likely will be an assistant coach with the girls program. That's not official yet, but he is leaving the boys program. Now, we don't do a whole lot of stories on assistant coaches, but Todd Spike is the exception. He is the soul of the Union boys basketball program. He also represents all the great assistant coaches out there, the ones who aren't head coaches or don't even want to be head coaches. Todd Spike has had several opportunities to become a head coach. He knows his personality suits him best as an assistant coach. We also get to remind you that Todd is an incredible storyteller. We documented the legendary sandwich story from Disneyland earlier this year. Thank you, Coach Spike. Well done, Coach Spike.
All right, thanks so much for that, Paul. And hey, before we sign off today, if you're looking for something to do this weekend, why not explore 15 Clark County Gardens? The Natural Garden Tour features gardens maintained using earth-friendly and sustainable methods. Of course, things are a little different this time around. Rather than bumping elbows with a crowd of onlookers, the 15th year of the tour is all virtual, featuring videos and interactive experiences. The tour launched this week. It's available on the Clark County Green Neighbors website. Virtual visitors can move at their own pace through the tour and get tips and ideas for incorporating natural gardening features into their own gardens. The annual tour is a great way for local gardeners to learn how to make their yard a healthy place for pets and children while protecting waterways and wildlife. Hey, there's your Friday. Check out the stories you'll find at clarkcountytoday.com. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to see when stories are posted and be part of the conversation. If you like what we're doing, consider sharing us with your friends. We're always free, no agenda, no subscription. For all of us, I'm Chris Brown. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you again next week.